Man, Jamie, it snowed like crazy out here last night.
Yeah, this is how it snows in San Francisco, in plastic bags.
We've got to take a look at the myth of whether or not a clothed snowman melts slower than a naked snowman.
Can we show a naked snowman on television? This is a family show.
Maybe we'll put a fig leaf. At any rate, let's just get started making some snowmen. Just remember, everyone, we're working in a really cold environment, so if your fingers start to lose feeling, make sure you go inside and get a cup of tea or something.
That would be Adam's untrimmed nose hair.
All right, so what does it say?
80 degrees.
80 degrees out here, San Francisco summer. Let's start the timer.
Okay.
And go!
Well, what do you want to do while we're waiting?
How about watching some of your favorite myths?
Let's count them down top 40 style.
All right, get ready for your favorite myth. All right, so a check-in on our snowmen. Let's see here.
That looks a lot more intact than yours does.
Yeah, I mean, mine's just completely collapsing. It was just as big as yours when we started. We've been going for a couple of hours now.
It looks like yours is starting to lean over. I think it's going to crumble any minute now.
Let's just give them a little bit longer and then we'll see what happens. This one's a classic holiday myth. It's the idea that a silver spoon put in the neck of an open bottle of champagne will actually keep it bubblier than any other method.
So it looks like we need to leave one alone as the control, right?
Exactly.
Then the other one will have the silver spoon hung in it.
Right.
Right. One that's left open without anything on it.
Correct.
And then one that we've taken the cork out and put it back.
Yes. Ooh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded already. It's like drinking stars. So we have our control, the silver spoon, the open bottle, and the recorked bottle. Okay. All right, so we'll check them out tomorrow and see which one remained the bubbliest.
Well, now we get to check out what the viewers voted as their next favorite myth.
Cat like the old man. Cheers.
Well, Adam, it's been 5 hours and 40 minutes out here. The snowmen have been merrily melting away.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, on the surface of it, without undressing your snowman, I think that the myth is completely confirmed. A dressed snowman is melting a lot slower than a naked snowman.
It's like keeping it in a cooler.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Barely melted at all.
You can see it melted a lot more where there wasn't a coat.
Wow.
So, what's next?
All right, well, it's been 24 hours. Our champagne has been sitting in the fridge.
Well, let's pull it out, see what it tastes like.
All right.
The guys do a blind taste test to individually rate the fizziness of each bottle.
Shall we see how we did?
Maybe it's the holiday spirit, but for once they agree, both ranking the glasses in exactly the same order.
J3, J4.
Okay, now for the real test. Let's peel the stickers off and see what we got.
All right, let's start from least bubbliest. Silver spoon was the least bubbliest. Open bottle.
Yep. And that one would be the corked.
Whoa! For some reason, we thought the control bottle was not as fizzy as the recorked bottle. I think pretty handily we struck down the silver spoon as a preservative for bubbliness.
Well, that's another Christmas myth up the chimney. So, Adam, what's our next Christmas myth?
This next myth is based on the idea that it could be so cold outside that if you went outside and had a wee, your urine would freeze before it ever hit the ground. And we've built this little freezer where it's actually like 70 below zero.
It's right off the scale.
Yeah.
Well, the coldest ever recorded in the continental United States was in Montana in 1954, and it was 69.7 degrees below zero.
Well, that means our freezer here is right on target, and I've got my fake peeing rig here. All right, Jimmy, I don't think I can hold on anymore. You ready to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Take the hemo off there. Let's see. And it's not freezing. And we know from the thermometer that right about here, it's at 70 below zero. I don't know what it would take to make your urine freeze, but it's not going to happen in the United States, that's for sure.
You know, I think this is fairly straightforward. I'd agree with you.
Jamie, are there no end to these crazy Christmas myths? I mean, what could possibly be next?
Well, we have one of those freak occurrences, and that is, what if an icicle fell off the eave of your house, and this icicle falls down and pierces you in the heart? Would it, like, stab you and kill you?
I'm a little dubious about that, but obviously I guess the first place to start would be to be making some mighty big icicles.
Funny you should mention that, because I happen to have some mighty big icicles ready to go right here.
Lovely.
The Mythbusters stairwell will be the scene of this unlikely holiday catastrophe. 15 feet of tube will guide the killer icicle, and a nice piece of beef will play victim.
You ready, Jamie?
Ready?
On my count.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Dude, that is really gnarly. That was a perfect dead center landing.
That looks kind of deadly, doesn't it?
If you take away all the other stuff, like it's probably not going to fall correctly and all of that stuff, a reasonably sized icicle can be deadly.
It worked first time, like a charm. Merry Christmas, Adam.
Merry Christmas, Jamie.
Well, what's our next Christmas myth?
The next myth is that lighting a fire in your house will actually make your house colder. Because while it heats up the area around the fire, it's drawing heat up the chimney and making the outlying rooms colder.
Well, we just started a fire, and we've got thermometers staged around the house.
Hey, it went down! Jamie, the thermometer in the other room went down by almost 3 degrees.
Cool. Well, the air's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's check out the kitchen. The kitchen's not much changed, but it's pretty actually, open to the living room. But in the outlying areas, it actually went down by 3 degrees. Well, I was actually afraid that in California it's too warm. I mean, outside it's only 55 degrees. I was afraid we wouldn't be able to actually prove it here. We'd have to go somewhere where it's snowing. But this myth is confirmed.
Yeah, well, that was cool. Well, Adam, I've got a Christmas present for you.
Oh, Jamie, thank you. You shouldn't have, but I actually got you something too.
Oh,
Thanks, well, there you go.
Why, thank you.
Oh, wow. A laser bench focusing array? How did you know?
It's just one of those things that when I saw it, I knew you'd want it.
That is awesome.
Mustache trimmer. Are you trying to tell me something?
Yeah, you just take it all off. Go ahead.
I don't think they'd let me do that.
This is cool.
Hi, and welcome to another Mythbusters special. One of the neat things about the show is that we actually show you a lot of the behind-the-scenes activity. And, the editors, as a matter of course, show all the arguments, the accidents, the mistakes that we make, the times that things go wrong.
But tonight we're going to take that one step further and really pull aside the curtain. You're going to get to see lots of new, unseen footage, bloopers, and insights from Jamie and I and the crew. So welcome to Mythbusters Revealed.
Let's kick things off with science, Mythbusters style.
You should never try anything like this unless you have your own television show.
Mythbusters is a science show with a difference.
This is our job. I think it's working.
Adam and Jamie are consummate builders who could knock up machines and gadgets in their sleep. But that doesn't make them scientists.
So, Jamie, do you think that that's actually a viable scenario that we might be dealing with here?
No.
Mythbusters' approach to science is collective ignorance, and it's really much of it is the collective ignorance of Jamie and I and the producer.
Busting myths can be a battle, and that's half the fun. In the myth of free energy, Adam and Jamie built devices they'd bought off the internet, which claimed to produce more energy than they consumed.
Let's get some free energy, man.
The guys struggled with some curious contraptions. Adam almost electrocuted himself on one that claimed to suck power from radio waves.
That might have been, I don't know, a bad noise. I'm releasing the mysterious blue smoke here. The problem is, once you release the mysterious blue smoke, electronics don't work anymore.
It's all a learning experience.
But what viewers didn't see was just how steep their learning curve really was. The first device they tried to build never actually made it into the show.
Well then,
Oh man, hold on a second.
now, I think, yeah.
This myth involves a lot of collective ignorance. We're going to have to muscle through it. We're going to figure out what the hell we're talking about. Science is about collective ignorance. It's about trying to eliminate pockets of ignorance. And as you watch Jamie and I, and by default our producer who's managing the whole thing, fill in the pockets of our ignorance, you learn too, and you get to see that sort of science in action.
You do need a core temperature, and that's where the rectal probe comes in.
Rectal probe?
The rectal temperature probe.
Apparently I'll do anything for television.
Take Adam's temperature, rectal probe, take one.
It's a learn-as-you-laugh philosophy, like in the myth of Goldfinger, where Adam found himself in a delicate spot.
Trying to warm it up.
Oh, Sanjay. Sanjay, will you respect me tomorrow? Proud as I am that we're the first to show a rectal probe on television, I think that people knew that they existed, and I don't really think we broke any major ground. Perhaps grounds of taboos.
Cry on my shoulder!
And they still didn't see several camera angles that made it much more, graphic.
The Mythbusters brand of scienceware can be a little strange, like adult diapers in the brown note myth.
Being a big TV star, I don't have time to go to the bathroom in just any old toilet. That's why I wear adult diapers. Now I can go whenever I want. While appearing in adult diapers might not be very scientific, we've never claimed to be scientific in every aspect of how we do this show, but it actually does fulfill one of our missions, which is if you're flipping through the channels and you see a bunch of dudes in adult diapers over their clothes, you're probably going to stop and see what's going on. And then, once we've tricked you to watch, you actually might learn something.
Oh, look at that. That's still terrible. Remember never to take any of the techniques you see on Mythbusters home. These are only techniques for impatient hyper people. Big garbage bags! I need really big garbage bags!
That's how to do it.
Don't you have some nice funnels?
I washed them.
These are like garbage. I saw.
The Mythbusters do make an effort to look scientific, though there have been lapses, like Jamie's funnels in cola myths.
Jamie will deliver funnels that are crusted with every manner of crap of the past 12 years that he's poured into some small hole.
No one would buy that this is a reasonable experiment with these garbage.
You could get your own funnels then.
I'm gonna go look for the other ones.
It's important to make sure the funnels look clean so that people don't write to you with the obvious thing of, well, no wonder those frogs died. You poured it through a funnel caked in methyl ketones.
Look at this. He's like, I washed them. I don't want to go to his house.
I think if we actually knew what we were doing around here, it wouldn't be near as interesting to people to watch. We'd be some scientist that is just reading stuff off of a chart. You know, people would find it boring. This is an adventure for us to actually figure this stuff out. The fact that we're learning as we go is a lot of fun for us, and it comes across on film, I think.
Education can be a blast.
Oh my God!
I almost made the chair.
You almost made the chair! Oh, there you go! I just had another one of those Mythbusters moments. This is the first official what the hell do we think we're doing moment of the new season. I just had one of those what the hell are we doing moments.
So just what the heck is a what the hell are we doing moment?
Every shoot that we go out and do, and we look at each other and we realize all the people that are around us helping us to do some ludicrous, ridiculous thing to prove some very silly point that most people for some reason crazily believe, and we look around and go, what the hell are we doing? Why are people paying us to do this? And then we just get back into it because, you know, you shouldn't question when things are that good.
3, 2, 1.
Man, that was cool!
This is a classic case of a story under which we have no control over the circumstances. We were shooting in a protected wildlife sanctuary. We had experts on hand to make sure we did not mess with the local flora and fauna, and one of the local fauna came and messed with us.
So you'd be referring to the ping pong rescue.
Without a doubt.
In Ping Pong Rescue, the challenge was to raise a boat from the bottom of Monterey Bay using thousands of ping pong balls. Challenge enough, but there was a problem they didn't expect, and you didn't see.
We're actually about to potentially release like 60,000 ping pong balls into this marine sanctuary. And what would be like a worst case scenario with those ping pong balls, do you think?
Well, we would want to make sure that no marine animals swallowed them, for example.
What are the penalties for interfering with or actually harming a marine mammal?
The penalties are actually very severe.
So we'd have to choose maybe a member of our crew who would take the blame?
I don't know, that would be up to you.
To contain the balls and protect wildlife, they ran a boom around the site, then got to work. But they didn't count on this guy. Turns out sea otters have absolutely no respect for booms or myth busting or other people's property. Now, either he thought the ball was food or he was really enjoying freaking out the crew.
Really cute.
Cute, huh? Tell that to the judge.
In Monterey Bay, ping pong ball plus otter equals jail time for at least some member of the crew. I think we'd have to draw straws to figure out who.
Jokes aside, no one wanted that otter harmed. The ball was too big for him to swallow, but they needed to get it off him. Support crew to the rescue.
Oh, he's playing.
Fortunately for everyone, the thief made good his escape, leaving his booty behind.
Well, those otters were incredibly smart. You know, not only did they find the balls on the surface, but they found the source of the balls, and we couldn't get them to stay away from it.
Yeah, I'm glad that we actually did not harm any of them because there's only 2,500 of them left. I mean, it's super endangered species, and that we got that otter to eventually sign a release and give us permission to show it.
Well, now that we've got permission, can we destroy the tape?
Yeah, here you go. Well, next up is one of the simplest and yet most controversial stories that we've ever done, and we get to show the experiment that proves we got it right.
In Plywood Builder, the Mythbusters tested the story of the construction worker who was blown off a building. He saved himself by holding onto a sheet of plywood and flying himself back into the floor below. The vital component to this story was control as he was lifted off the building. Could he possibly hold onto that board and guide the descent? To test it, they set up a zip line. And in the show, you saw Adam take that ride.
I fart on you!
You never saw Jamie struggle to jump off that building or heard how windy it in fact was, like the myth.
The more fun that this job gets, the more unfun it gets at times. We keep trying to up the bar on this stupid stuff we're doing. Hopefully I won't get killed in the process.
Got the screen, Jamie.
Okay.
And ready to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go.
Jamie's a strong guy, but the wind resistance on that plywood sheet was more than he could handle.
Well, I don't care what anybody says. You know, they clocked me going down that zip line at about 15 miles an hour, and I could barely hold on to the plywood, much less control it.
Yeah, I mean, buildings can definitely generate huge updrafts, over 100 miles an hour in some cases, but that force would rip the plywood right out of your hands, and that's what we were trying to prove with the zip line.
And do you remember that piece of plywood was whipping around so much that Christine just flat out refused to do the drop?
Look a little apprehensive.
I'm surviving this moment, yes.
Christine intended to be the third down the line. But what with the wind and that big board,
You say when you're comfortable.
I'm not comfortable, but I'm gonna go.
Do it as soon as you can, Christy.
Okay, I'm going to ease it down so it takes up the slack, okay?
Okay.
Okay, standing by, everybody.
It's your call.
I can't do it.
It's okay. You call it. It's okay.
I can't do it.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go up and talk to him.
She's adamant there's no way she's going to do it.
which raises the question, is Adam Savage really the guy you want around to get you over your vertigo?
There's nothing about it that's not scary. Without a doubt, there's nothing about it that isn't scary.
Soothing words indeed. Strangely, they don't seem to have worked.
I want to so much. I really want to do it for you. I can't.
Time to call in backup.
No.
All right, give it a call, say I just can't do it.
I'm really sorry. I can't do it.
Christine, you know I'm afraid of heights, don't you?
Jamie was whimpering like a girl.
So, Christine, you're not going to do it for the team?
That psychology ain't working.
Finally, they call in the big guns, the producer. He carries quite a bit of weight around here.
Get on there and get it over with. I don't think you're paying me enough money. Oh. Can I negotiate that now?
Christine, these are for you.
Shopping can be a real chore, but the Mythbusters shop with a style all their own. When your job is busting myths,
Dog with a very long tail.
a trip to the shops can be a ride into fantasy.
I come from the planet Butthead. Oh, what is up? Peace to your mother.
When most people think shopping, they think mall. But Adam and Jamie are junkyard junkies.
We love shopping for industrial machinery, and that's why we come here.
To Machinery and Equipment Co. in Brisbane, California.
In their lot, you can find just about anything.
And we have.
Everything from small little funnels and tubes,
To gigantic tanks.
even if you don't always know where they've been.
Hey, Adam, did you hear the guy tell us what this was for?
What was it for?
It was like fecal matter.
Cess tanks aside, scavenging through industrial graveyards is their idea of shopping heaven.
Cryo containers, beer kegs. What else we got?
You can keep your fancy fashion stores. These guys get turned on by tanks.
Wow. Can I just take this home?
Adam's a shopaholic with a difference, and his house is home to mountains of weird and wonderful paraphernalia.
This is the whole of storage. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know, for some reason I collect lots of headgear. The door viewer goggles. Turn of the century optician set. I bought it for myself for my birthday last year. Because I knew no one would know to get it for me. It's my cigarette dispenser. It plays how dry I am, and the bottle cap is a lighter. That's the enemy of slumber. All the artwork in my house is either mine or people that I know or family members. I like that. Oh, here's a piece I made for Jamie, actually. An extremely light radiator. I always want to, like, you know, when some salesperson comes to the door, I always want to be standing at the front door like, what? Like that. The weirdest object I have. It might actually be these. It might actually be these. I found them at a flea market, and the guy says, I'll sell these to you if you can tell me what they are. And I knew, and it turns out that they're Masonic initiation goggles. And he said, you're the first guy in 8 years that I've had these at my table to know what they are, and they're to have the mysteries revealed to you, I guess, at certain points during the initiation. That's plausibly one of the weirdest things that I have.
A favorite source of weirdness is urban ore, where the less orthodox shopper can mine a rich seam of esoterica.
I've been coming here for almost 15 years. They've got a little bit of everything. And that's what makes it perfect for Mythbusters. I mean, they've got everything from equipment like tools to bathtubs, toilets, all of which we've bought for the show, all the way down to household appliances, which really can be among the most dangerous things. I mean, me and household appliances don't always get along.
Honey, I'm home.
For Adam and Jamie, there's no place like home. Mainly because so many urban myths feature domestic appliances. When the Mythbusters go shopping for household goods, there's usually a disaster in store.
We're looking for a decapitating fan.
Okay.
Your deadliest fan.
Okay, that's usually not a popular choice by a lot of our customers, but we'll see what we can do.
Not many consumers buy with destruction in mind.
Do you think that this could hold 50 pounds of clothes?
But on this show, it's a shopping mantra.
We're looking for something in a trombone.
Okay, and like for a student?
Well, actually, we want to blow it up.
You want to blow it up?
Back at Urban Ore.
The thing I love about this place is that you got to keep coming back. They get new stuff all the time, and you got to crawl through it all. And there's one thing I really love to do is like crawl through a lot of junk. They've got pianos, couches, fake plants, clothing, cookware, books, camera equipment. But I found something over here that's like, it's hard for me to kind of pass up. Accordion carcasses. I mean, how cool is that? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is called a microfractionator. I don't have any idea what that is. I'm secretly thrilled. There you go.
All right. Perfect. All right.
It's a stimulator. Of what kind? I can't quite figure out, but I'm thinking of trying it out on Jamie.
In the myth of the levitation machine, Adam and Jamie went bargain hunting at A&G Vacuum. Pete Anderson, aka the Vacuum Man, has been repairing these suckers for 30 years.
I fix 90% of the vacuums on the market, and you name it, I do it, you know. I can take them apart and put them back together in no time. Electricity, see if it works. Here we go.
Pete thought he'd seen it all. But he'd never had a customer quite like Adam.
I got bit.
You got his truck bleeding.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Well, they do say try before you buy.
And that was the end of Adam's television career.
No. See, this is the show. It's like 4 minutes of science and then 10 minutes of me hurting myself.
They were so impressed by the power of Pete's machines, they bought half the shop.
This is not enough. Come back and get some more.
The episode ended in Adam's complete humiliation when he lost the levitation machine build-off.
I'm out. I'm out of ideas. I just ran out. Just a second.